Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Comic Basics. I'm Joel, and today's episode, the Taskmaster. Created by George Pérez and David Michelinie, Taskmaster made his first appearance in Avengers number 195 back in 1980. Growing up, the man who would eventually become Taskmaster knew that he was a little different from other children. While watching a cowboy on television perform tricks with his rope, he picked up a rope of his own and started to duplicate what he had seen. As he aged, he learned to become more proficient in what he was duplicating. This, however, doesn't mean that he was perfect at it. In one such instance, he watched a man do an extremely difficult jump off a diving board. While he was able to perfectly replicate what he had watched, he was unable to swim. As a consequence, he nearly drowned in the water. This occurrence established cause for concern for his mother, and she immediately called a psychiatrist, who told her that he had photographic reflexes. His photographic reflexes served him well in school and life. In fact, during high school, he became the star quarterback for his team after watching only a singular football game. Unfortunately, even though the world could always use more crime fighters, he decided that committing crimes could earn him more money. Now set on a path of villainy, he began watching and studying superheroes. With enough time and training, he began committing crimes, each one landing him more money than the last. As his significant wealth grew, he decided that confronting the law head-on wasn't the life he desired. This meant that rather than continue committing crimes, he opened a school where he would teach aspiring criminals what he knew. He and his school were exposed after Parnell Solomon of the Solomon Institute for Criminally Insane, a clever front for the Taskmaster school, used the school to create himself a clone. Solomon wanted the clone because he had contracted a rare blood disease. What he didn't foresee, however, was that the clone contacted the Avengers and told them what was happening. As the Avengers invaded his school, Taskmaster, knowing what he knew about the team, was able to hold his own against them. This was so much that he was able to capture Ant-Man, Wasp, Yellow Jacket, and stand tall against Captain America and Iron Man. This, however, wouldn't last. As Jocasta made her way into battle, he quickly realized that he was unable to replicate the robot's moves, and thereby leaving him at a disadvantage. With no choice left, Taskmaster was forced to flee the battle. As far as powers go, like I said, Taskmaster has photogenic reflexes. This means that Taskmaster can perfectly duplicate any action he sees. As such, he's extremely proficient in hand-to-hand combat and has fought many of Marvel's greatest superheroes. And I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. Both really do help this channel grow. Thanks guys. Look, at the end of the day, I know there's a million YouTube channels out there, and for you to take a couple minutes to watch one of my videos really does mean the world to me. So thank you. I hope you'll come back, and until then, I'll catch you next time.